LoveRuledSupreme at all times. Remember to guard your mind, guard your heart, guard your energy, guard your life, guard your family. Welcome to the Genesis, God's plan, straight from God's man. A little food for thought though, you know what I'm saying? But you know, however though, how everybody doing? How everybody day been? I hope you had a loving day, a caring day. You know what I'm saying? Tell yourself you love yourself today so you can genuinely tell somebody else that. But like I always say though, I hope you took full advantage of your day. You feel what I'm saying? I hope you got everything accomplished. You feel me? And if you didn't, tomorrow is a brand new day. You know what I'm saying? So, I look forward to tomorrow. I don't know about nobody else. You feel what I'm saying? They say tomorrow ain't promised, but however, I still look forward to tomorrow. You feel me? But however though, like I say though, keep grinding, keep doing your thing. Never give up, never give in. You feel what I'm saying? The easiest thing for us to do is give up. You feel me? So keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, as long as you keep it going. You feel what I'm saying? You keep knocking at it. You feel me? You going to break through. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, it's easy to give up. You feel what I'm saying? But it's even more harder to keep going. So you already know. Keep that shit flowing. You feel me? What's up? How you doing? Hope you had a beautiful day, a loving day, a caring day. How everybody doing? How everybody, how everybody day been? How everybody night going? And like I said, thank you for your time. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, and subscribe. You feel me? But we had a beautiful day though. You know what I'm saying? We had a lovely day. You feel me? Like I said, different day, different shit is what we on today. Like I said, your day is always what you make it, how you make it. You feel me? And like I said, I always try to make the best out of it. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, you know what I'm saying? Man, we've been kind of slow at work though, you know what I mean? So that's been the other beautiful thing too, you know? Like we had a lot of downtime today, you feel me? But we took full advantage of it though, because we got inventory and shit coming up, so we've been, preparing for that too. You feel what I'm saying? So, we waiting to get that shit over with. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to go through the warehouse and count everything in that bitch. You feel me? But it ain't nothing to a giant. You feel what I'm saying? You know how we do, we get it done and we get on through. You feel me? I'm supreme at all times.
Bluetooth connected.
I'm gonna read this little thing right here. The world will make you think every blessing has to be financial. So you underestimate the gift of life, family, health, and peace of mind. And that's straight from the divine. But nah, though, I had love it when I had see that though. So I just say I want to put that out there. You feel me? And like I said, you know, people think money is, you know, peace. But at the same time, once you know, see that, you know, money don't bring you the peace you want, the happiness you want, the joy you want, you start to look at that shit different. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, some people who got, you know, a lot of money be some of the, you know, most miserable as people. You feel what I'm saying? But that's, you know, only because, you know, they don't let the money take over them. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of keeping love first. You feel me? And that's all we came to learn is like, you know, start to cherish love instead of, you know, cherishing money. You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, how much money the next person got. You feel me? Because, you know, that shit don't even matter at the end of the day. You feel what I'm saying? God gonna judge, you know, God gonna judge you the same way. You feel me? Whether you know, you rich or you poor. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's all about the heart. Make sure that bitch is light as a feather. You feel me? LoveRuledSupreme Supreme at all times. Guard your mind. Guard your heart. Guard your life. Right. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful night. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Stop. I'm speaking on the prophet. I'm talking secret knowledge that was hidden and I found it. And ain't no doubts about it. Yeah, we winning and I'm about it. I cut my ties, I cut my losses. Now I am the boss, bitch. I'm bossed up. I'm bossy. And I make moves with my boss, bitch. I'm top shit, no floss shit. So miss me with that bullshit. I move along to get along. Refusing to stay stuck, bitch. I'm out my mind, I'm speed bound. I'm looking up and looking down. There's as above, there's so below. I'm spiritual in my works now. I'm God's son, I am him. God, don't make no mistakes now. I'm picking up where I left off. Same me with a new song. I'm elevated, I'm upgraded, my new mix done took off. Now I'm rough around, I'm pound for pound. I knocked him out in the first round. I got the crown, I laid it down. God made it happen, I'll take a bow. Upgrade your mind. Upgrade your mind. And that's what it's about, though. About upgrading your mind. You feel what I'm saying? Changing your mindset, changing how you look at things, changing how you look at people, places, and things. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, once you start to see, you know, all that shit for what it is, you know what I'm saying? You start to, you know, relax a little bit in life. You feel me? Because you ain't worried about, you know, the bullshit people be on. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, I always made it my, you know, my duty. You know what I'm saying? To mind my business. That's one thing I came to learn, like, you know, when I be reflecting and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I never cared to, you know, interfere in the next person's business. You feel what I'm saying? Especially, you know, doing that shit, you feel what I'm saying? Just to be a fucked up person. You feel me? And that's all I came to learn is, you know, mind my business, stay in my own lane. You feel what I'm saying? Create my own lane. Cause you know, once I don't realize, you know, a lot of people don't, you know, a lot of people don't lead you in the right direction. You feel what I'm saying? Once you don't start to take notice of that shit, you know, you just start to, you know, you just start to merge off the interstate. You feel what I'm saying? Cause it's like, why should I keep following somebody to a place that's going, you know, nowhere? But you know, they just learn to be a good influence though. You feel what I'm saying? Just be a good influence. You feel me? 1, 2, 3, go. For yourself and for other people outside, you know, outside of yourself. Time to clean my image up and get back on my grind. I had to take that phone call I had got on the line. Told me strap my boots tight, baby, it's your time. So I straightened out my life, cause my light had to shine. Now I rise through the ranks. I'm the general now. I'm walking in God power, ain't no stopping me now. They turn me up and turn me off with the fraudulent smile. I'm like a gator, I lay quiet till you fuck with me now. And that's all we at with it, you feel me? Cause I don't bother nobody, you feel what I'm saying? And that be the crazy shit, you feel me? It's like, you know, the ones who be the, you know, the ones who don't bother nobody, it seem like, you know, motherfuckers always be trying to fuck with them. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, you ain't never thought about why, you know, that person don't bother nobody or, you know, don't cause no trouble. You feel what I'm saying? Because you always got to think about shit like, you know, a motherfucker who got, you know, who nice and, you know, cool and laid back and, you know what I'm saying, humble and shit. You got to be, you know, mindful that, you know, there's also a dual side. You know what I'm saying? Just as well as a person, you know, is good and cool and humble and all that shit, they can get on the bullshit. You feel me? And that's all we at with it. And that's all I came to learn. It's like, you know, don't play with people. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it be the ones you least suspect, it be the ones who will fuck your ass up. You feel me? And that's all we came to learn. You done see it happen. You feel what I'm saying? I done witnessed that shit. You feel me? It's a cold world. It's like you know, you poking the bear. You feel what I'm saying? Then once that bear done wake up, you know, it's a problem. You know, hell gonna be broken loose. You feel me? No kids in the world. Then they gonna want to look at, you know, they gonna want to look at the beer wrong. You feel what I'm saying? But the beer is all right. You feel me? Because you came around fucking with the beer. You should have left that motherfucker where he been at. LoveRuledSupreme. Went from walking through the rain to itching out the pain. Shit I went through make a real nigga go insane. God power by the hour just to keep me sane. Day for day I always pray I keep the faith, man. I raise the bar above the norm, fuck the rest, man. They hate to see me when I am the winner ticket, man. I shoot the bitch like James Harden with my left hand. And then I switch hands, dunking on your bitch ass. Cause I'm God's man, executing God's plan. To the fullest. All you fake bullies, you're infiltrating the camp. You're trying to fool the children. With all the glitz and the glamour, you're leaving life in shambles. Now they lost looking for life like the game of scramble. Find your way. Find yourself. Within yourself. LoveRuledSupreme at all times. That's all we at with it though, you know what I'm saying? Whole world. Like I want to be a better example for my kids. You feel me? That's all we at with it. You feel what I'm saying? A warm heart, a loving heart. You know what I'm saying? Be better for myself first, so I can be better for my kids and my family. You feel what I'm saying? And that's all, you know. That's all we doing. You know, people be making that shit like, you know, seem like a problem. You feel what I'm saying? Like how that's a problem because I want to do the right thing. You feel me? That shit stupid. That shit sound, you know, sound and look dumb. shit I went through make a real nigga go insane. God power by the hour just like how you wanna, you know? Every day I always pray I keep the faith, man. How y'all wanna, you know what I'm saying? Talk bad about the next person who wanna do the right thing. You feel me? But once you realize, you know, they be trying to keep that generational trauma and shit going on, all that trauma bonding and shit. Once you realize that's what people be doing, you know, you start to, you know, remove yourself from that shit. Once you not start to, you know, tapping in with yourself, you feel me? Because once you realize, you know, all that shit interfere, you know what I'm saying? All that shit interfere with what you got going on, you feel what I'm saying? That's because, you know, you trying to remove yourself from the negativity, you feel me? And you know, once you not start, like I say, tapping more into, you know what I'm saying, with yourself, you know, like a lot of shit, you know, you can't, you know, tolerate no more. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, bullshit is one of the, you know, main things. Because like I say, you know, once you not stepping, you know, onto the other side, walking the other way on like the spiritual side of things, you feel what I'm saying? You start to see right through people. You feel me? And it's like, you know, you can't sit around that shit no more. You feel me? Because you know them boy ain't being their real authentic self. You feel what I'm saying? So that shit gonna be hard for you to sit in these people's faces. You feel what I'm saying? And that's all we can to learn with it. You know. But you know, it gonna be some people who ain't gonna be able to go with you. And you gotta be able to accept that shit. You feel me? And that's all we at with it. That fucking Zaxby's ice be hitting. Damn, that fucking Zaxby's ice be hitting. Word. We had a little Zaxby's tonight. Fuck with them boy though. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with they cookies too. Zaxby's got them fucking cookies now. I think that's them orders Myers, orders Spunk Myers or some shit like that. I forget the name of the shit. But them shit good as a bitch. Word. And they only had 2 of them bitches left too. Word. But yeah, though, you know, I just came, you know, to be mindful about things, though, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's all about, you know, leaving your kids, you know what I'm saying? Leaving your kids something. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be out here just chasing money all your life and you still ain't got nothing to leave your kids. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I came to learn is like, I done seen, you know, we done seen that shit. You feel what I'm saying? We done see how, you know, motherfuckers be having, you know, having their thing going on. You feel what I'm saying? And then, you know, something happened to them and, you know, ain't nobody got none of the money. You feel, because they hiding that shit. You feel what I'm saying? They went to the grave with the money hiding somewhere. You know what I mean? And that's all we came to learn is like, you know, I want to be able to leave my kids something. You feel what I'm saying? Not just, you know, when I'm gone, but I also want to, you know, give and leave them something while I'm here. You feel what I'm saying? And that's, you know, where, you know, my morals, dignity, integrity, you know what I mean? Self-value, self-worth, all that shit come into play. You feel what I'm saying? Because I got, you know, I want to, you know, teach them the, you know, money ain't everything. You need money, but don't make money, you know, your main objective in life. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're going to be too busy chasing that shit that's, it's going to take away from a lot of other things that, life got to offer you. You feel what I'm saying? And that's all I came to learn. We could chase money all our fucking life. You feel what I'm saying? And we still ain't going to have enough. You know what I mean? But we done, end up missing time and all that kind of shit. We could have been spending with our kids and our whoever, our wife or husband, however shit. But it's chasing money. You miss time out on other things. You feel me? And that's all I came to learn. So to make it easy on myself, I am, self-improve. You feel what I'm saying? Tap in with myself and, I learned to attract that shit now. You feel me? Like I said, I done chased money and did all that shit, but, ain't too much joy in that shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no happiness in that shit. You feel me? Once you realize where the true happiness and joy come from and where it's at, then, you start to operate a little, better. You feel me? But everybody different though, so you gotta treat yourself accordingly. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said though, once I done realized shit, that shit ain't everything to me, I want love. I want my family. You feel what I'm saying? And enjoy life. Live life. You feel what I'm saying? Travel, shit like that. You feel me? Watch my kids grow up. You feel what I'm saying? Like I want my kids to, grow up in a two-parent household. You feel me? I don't want to co-parent. You know what I'm saying? I want to be there with my kids and wife. You feel me? I want to wake up to them. You feel what I'm saying? I want to go to sleep to them. You feel me? Man, that's what brought me joy and happiness. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, though, just make sure, you know what I mean? Don't marry for money and don't be with nobody for money because at the end of the day, that ain't your money. You feel me? Because once that person decide to start fucking with you and want to leave you, the money gonna be gone with that person. And your ass gonna be, fucked up and broke and, crying and all kind of shit because that person been taking care of you. Instead of you being, independent, you codependent on that person. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where the problem come in at. You feel me? And that's for vice versa, men and women. You feel what I'm saying? Because I done been in that boat. You feel me? And like I say, once you come to realize, you want a person instead of needing the person is different. You feel what I'm saying? Like all my things, prior to what I got going on right now, between, in my life, you feel what I'm saying? Prior to this shit, I wanted everything. You feel what I'm saying? Like ain't none of that shit I've been doing was by mistake. Ain't nothing that, I was forced to do. No, that was something I wanted to do. You feel me? Cause like, I wouldn't want my wife to had, two babies for me back to back. You feel what I'm saying? And not be there. You feel me? No, I was, intentionally creating my family. I want it. You feel what I'm saying? And that's all I came to learn is, it don't matter whether it's, your mama, your daddy, your sister, or your brother, your granny, your granddaddy. That shit don't even fucking matter. You feel what I'm saying? Watch who you bring your significant other around. Watch who you invite them, you know what I'm saying? Who house you invite them to, all kind of shit like that. You feel me? Because once you realize motherfuckers got, bad intentions, you feel what I'm saying? You start to move a little different when when you start to, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you get whenever you get with whoever, you start to operate different. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, I know better now. You feel me? Because once you realize, motherfuckers sneaky. You feel what I'm saying? Peep their game, Motherfuckers, you know what I mean? But it's all though, it's all, like I say, be mindful who you bring your people around. You feel me? You never know them boy hidden motives. You know what I'm saying? People be slick, jealous and envious. You know what I'm saying? Hateful and deceitful on the low. You feel me? And they like to smile in your face. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I know my wife had something, you know what I'm saying, that they probably wanted. You feel me? But they ain't, they wouldn't say that though. They ain't gonna say that though. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to feel like no haters. You know what I mean? But the shit I see them boy doing, you know what I mean? After we split or whatever like that, I see, like, yeah, y'all want to be like her, huh? You know what I'm saying? Cause I know how my family operate. I know how my sisters them operate. I know how my mama operate. You feel what I'm saying? I don't watch all them operate. You feel me? Ain't none of them loyal. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of them got no loyalty. You feel me? I don't watch how they handle people and they deal with. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't see how people handle them. You feel me? Who they dealing with. You feel me? You feel me? But you know, once you realize, people be trying to, destroy your happiness you got in your home. You feel me? That shit just an eye opener. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when you be telling them what you got going on. And like I said, that's why I say I'm mindful now of how, of what I speak about with people nowadays. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers just like to get in your business and to see what you got going on. So, they can, be in, silent competition with you on the low. You feel what I'm saying? Like them boy be trying to compete with you for no, like, what you competing for? You feel me? Like what prize or trophy we winning at the end of this shit here once you done finish competing? You feel what I'm saying? I mean, is there, a cash prize or something at the end? What is it? You feel me? What you gaining? You feel what I'm saying? Besides a fucking headache. Because once you realize the only person you in competition with is yourself, you start to, like I say, look at things different. You feel what I'm saying? And that's all we had with it though. You know what I mean? But like I say, my family wanted something me and my wife had, and that's peace, happiness. You feel what I'm saying? And people can get in your ears. You feel me? So you gotta be mindful of, and aware. You feel what I'm saying? Make your own decisions. Have your own mind. You feel me? But that's where all this shit come from, though. It's like, it's all behind money. You feel me? And they greed for money and what they'll do for money. You feel me? That's why, I'm on the shit I'm on. You know what I mean? And I been on this kind of tip, though, but now I'm really on it heavy, especially after I see what they had going on in the background. You know what I mean? Behind my back. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm the one, the goddamn, I'm the one the fucking that's quiet. You know what I'm saying? So I do more observing of shit than talking. You feel me? So, I was just being observant, of their moves and how they been acting. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I always been like that, but God just put me on point even more. You feel me? To figure them out. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, the looks on people's faces will tell you everything. You feel me? And that's all we came to learn. You know what I'm saying? Thought I fell off? I'ma show you how I bounce back. God gave me the power, I had to use that. Back the devil off me. Try to throw me in the trap. Got them lessons, Master Splinter, Ninja Turtle. I flip that. Drop it in the bowl. Came back. Straight threats. No need to cut this up. No, because this God's pack. God's pack. Don't fucking touch that shit. I'm talking straight facts. Standing in my truth, Jack. No need to lie about my life. I expose that. The hate, the envy, the jealousy they had against me. Turn me up. Turn it up some more. It's Godspeed. Now come and catch me. It ain't no finish line. It's infinite. It's God's pleasure. So it's my pleasure. Make it yours and receive the message. LoveRuledSupreme at all times. For real. This shit going up. This shit is digi, believe me. I'm tapping in with the universe. Fix your vibe and come see me. Don't force no hand, either man, just to come and fuck with me. I don't mind being alone. I'm in my zone if you dig me. Shit might look real friendly until you cross if you get me. Make myself disappear just like I'm Casper. You feel me? That's my babe, my buttercup. Double up, she fine as fuck. Show me how to elevate my mind and then we leveled up. I learned from her, she learned from me. So I mix it sugar sweet. Things might get a little sour, but we never skip a beat. And the sheets are super free. Superman, she super geek. Geek up off this super D is loyal and my shit ain't free. He shook the boat, we rode the wave. Bonds got stronger, loving waves. That's my babe, my buttercup. Double up, she fine as fuck. Show me how to elevate my mind and then we leveled up. I learned from her, she learned from me. So I mix it sugar sweet. Things might get a little sour, but we never skip a beat. And the sheets are super free. Superman, she super geek. Geek up off this super D is loyal and my shit ain't free. They shook the boat, we rode the wave. But yeah, though, it's been a long time coming. You feel what I'm saying? But the time is here. The time is now. You feel me? We done came. You know what I'm saying? We here. God's man. God's plan. Separate me just to show me all them dirty hands. LoveRuledSupreme at all times. Guard your mind, guard your heart, guard your energy, guard your life, guard your family. Exotic thoughts, exotic talk. The way I move, exotic walk. I smoke in out of exotic jar. I sit the target, then I hit my mark. Shit, all my thoughts universal now. I'm speed bound, I left the ground. I fucked around and took off. I lifted off without a sound. I make my moves real quiet now. They fucked around, they held me down. They throw them bricks and hide your hand. And sit around and watch it drown. Don't let no hand in no grown man. You selfish bitch. I know, man. So I keep it rolling, I keep it flowing. It depending on those things, man. You bad all on my own, man. I take the good out of everything. A high level and a way of thinking. Even smoother groove when it's time to move. So I'm calculating my every step while I'm thanking God for every breath. It's the smaller business that I'm thankful for. That mean I live with no stress. I ain't pressed, so fuck the rest. I am him. I is the test. Universal laws and full effect. So guard your life and that's most death. I speak life, I'm living life. I'm loving life, you fucking right. I told you, bitch, the future bright. It's God's man, it's God's plan. I pay my dues low overnight. I earn my stripes in real life. I fought my sauce, exotic life, exotic kids, exotic wife, exotic love, no fake shit. It's all love when we making it. Eat round two just to lay in it. Let me play in it, do my thing in it. Let me rub all on your body, slap your ass, might just sing with it. I'm taking shit to another level and there's many of them, but there's no pressure. It's the upgrade, so life better. I knew better, so I did better. Exotic thoughts and there's no pressure. I took the road that was less travel. I did my dance and I beat the devil. My two-step, low cupid shuffle, let me slide through with little hassle and I ain't a rascal, don't kid a wrestle. Like back and forth, keep the shit. All the fake smiles don't bring the shit. It's the good life when the love is right. So check your vibe to the best life, so show you right. That pressure either gonna burst a pipe or burn a diamond or best advice to keep shining and keep grinding. And it's LoveRuledSupreme at all times. My side remind you. Exotic thoughts, exotic talk. The way I move, exotic walk. Smoking out of exotic jar. I set the target, then I hit my mark. Shit, all my thoughts universal now. I'm speed bound, I left the ground. I fucked around and took off. I lifted off without a sound. I make my moves real quiet now. They fucked around and held me down. They throw them bricks and hide their hand and sit around and watch it drown. Don't lend no hand to no grown man. You selfish bitch, I know, man. So I keep it rolling, I keep it flowing, it depending on no next man. Do bad all on my own, man. I take the good out of everything. A higher level in the way of think, even smoother groove when it's time to move. Shit, I'm calculating my every step while I'm thanking God for every breath. It's the smallest blessings that I'm thankful for. That mean I live with no stress. I ain't pressed, so fuck the rest. I am him. I ace the test. Universal laws in full effect. So guard your life, and that's most death. I speak life. I'm living life. I'm loving life. You fucking right. I told you, bitch, the future bright. It's God's man. It's God's plan. LoveRuledSupreme at all times. I love myself though, you know what I'm saying? I genuinely love myself. You feel me? That's my best advice. Like I said, you know, this shit don't happen overnight. You feel what I'm saying? This shit take time to work yourself up to this point. You feel me? But once you get there, man, it's a fucking wonderful feeling. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, everything easier said than done, but at the same time, don't nothing come to don't nothing come to nobody if you ain't willing to put work in. You feel me? People be wanting the best things in life. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, the best things that happen for them in life, but you know, people don't want to, put the work in. You know what I'm saying? To get, those things. You feel me? And like I say, once you done find yourself internally, everything externally will fall into place. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, I had, you know, all these external things, you feel what I'm saying? But I ain't had myself internally. You feel me? Like I ain't know who I was internally. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. That's all I be telling people. That's all we came to learn. You know what I mean? Like I said, that don't mean you can't have them things. You feel me? But just find yourself. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all, you know, that's all we learn. Find yourself. You feel me? LoveRuledSupreme at all times. Guard your mind, guard your heart, guard your energy, guard your life. Find yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go. Beautiful thing, man. Go. Do the damn thing, doing the damn thing. Ain't this a damn shame? But moving smoothly through the traffic. No blame game, no call me no victim. All the struggles of life change, I'm making my way to the top of the mountain range. I'm doing the damn thing. Ain't this a damn shame? The strength of 1,000 men. Defeating the devil land, I'm stomping all on his head. Enough of my one hand. I'm handling pressure, cause I'm birthing the diamond and I'm handling the pressure. And I'm doing the damn thing. Ain't this a damn shame? Exposing them dirty hands, exposing them dirty plans they thought they had on your mans, collecting them free bands. Ain't this a damn shame? Going through life, and those people don't give a damn about the next man. In this life, boys fucking fam, say ain't this a damn shame? How dirty the world ain't, but once you realize it's the people, no hard fam, that open your eyes to the real. So fuck the flam, a snake in disguise. You gotta crawl and walk, fam. That's taking your time. Once you walk and run, fam, the strongest survive. When you fighting through life, fam, so keep up alive. That's all I'm saying. Don't give a damn about all the lies. They gon' talk if it's good or bad. I only speak lies. Cause I'm living it free, fam, enjoying my life. Cause I learned to cherish, fam, to stand in my life. So in the dark, I shine, fam. It's LoveRuledSupreme, fam. I am who I am, fam. I'm living and learning, fam. From lessons to blessings, fam. We winning, don't give a damn. You strong as a bitch, fam. What shit it came from the days of losing no game, fam. I'm giving my praise to fam. To God, don't give a damn. That's all I'm saying, fam. It's infinite ways, fam. We're making the wave, fam. I'm talking to Dave, fam. Make that shit happen like you giving no fuck, fam. I'm leaving no mark, fam. I used to be quiet, fam. You talking too much? Well, hell, I don't give a damn. Do it. That's all we came to learn, though. Like, you know, do your thing. You feel me? Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna like what you doing. You feel me? But you know, there's so many people out here in the world, you know. Somebody, and you know, a lot of other people gonna like it. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, that's all we at with it. And once you done, you know, once you done accept that, like I say, it's, you know, it's easier for you to move along through life. You feel me? LoveRuledSupreme at all times. Guard your mind, guard your heart, guard your energy, guard your life, guard your family. Loving in the present time and moment is God's gift to us. Embrace it, enjoy it. Tomorrow is a mystery, yesterday that's just history. Living in the present is the gift from God pleasantly and thankfully. I'm stronger than ever, so I don't give up easily. I came from being beaches and broken, it was faithfully. But fuck it, I refuse to let you bitches get the best of me. Whipped up my own sauce, no bitch, I got the recipe. Coming straight from souls, and the universe keep blessing me. I'm back at it, I'm crack at it. I rose up off them bad habits. They thought they had me hog-tied, no way to move. I bypassed it, I laughed at it, and all the ones who doubted, I surpassed that. I'll last that. I only speak the truth, and that's no cap rap. So roger that. No fake flicks like sheep sick. Take your life like latex. And that's Ajax. Go clean that. Don't bring no dirty couch back. I only speak the truth, and at them lies I can't back that. I'm God stand. Was truly tasted in the bitch and tried. I walked myself through all the flames. Just to live in God's ride. I made it right from going live. Fuck the word. Fuck the streets. I only think abundant, and that's prosperity and nothing less. Enjoy the present time and moment. Enjoy the present time and moment. That's all we came to learn. That's God's gift. You feel me? That's all we did was move out the past into the present. You feel what I'm saying? Looking at our future. You feel me? And that's all, that's where we at with it. Because that be the problem, like, people be stuck in the past. You feel what I'm saying? Scared to move into, they present day self. You feel me? Once you not realize, change ain't bad, like I always say, shit smoothens out for you. Shit gets easier for you. You know what I'm saying? It's been hard for me to change too now, so don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? Like I said, this shit ain't happen overnight now. And like I said, God don't expect you to change overnight. You feel me? That's why I say, you ain't no need to put no pressure on yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you know you can't handle that shit, just get, gradually, fall back from whatever it is. You feel what I'm saying? And don't be scared to fail. You feel me? Because ain't nobody perfect. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody perfect in this world. I ain't perfect either. You feel what I'm saying? I just know better. You feel me? And like I say, once you know better, you do better. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if I was to do, fucked up things to people and, fucked up things in life, I'll be getting the same results, you get when you do fucked up shit. You feel what I'm saying? And that's all we have with it. So instead of doing fucked up shit and treating people fucked up, I treat people good, Treat people how you want to be treated. Just simple shit like that, simple math. You feel me? Thanking God for waking me out this cold dream. Now seeing life for what it is, far from what it seemed. Drop me off in the jungle and thinking I'm a feast. Survival mode, I'm beast mode, do things you can't believe. I work my magic with my mind, I'm a different breed. I see the light at the end, at first I couldn't see. Now I got the eyes of a tiger, so I move proper. I let my wisdom through the bloodline do the talking. And then them ancestors, they do their thing and get to walking. All on your ass, showing their ass, cause it's rules, follow me? And everything started about, and then it trickled down. Watch what you speak out that mouth, cause it gonna come around. And pillow talking about the next man, you was the clown. So make your next move the best move. You playing round. You thought I came all this way and just go lay it down? You got me fucked up and bucked up. So move around now. there is light at the end of the tunnel. So don't be fooled. You feel what I'm saying? You just gotta be willing and wanting to see the light. LoveRuledSupreme at all times. I'm gonna guard your mind, guard your heart, guard your energy, guard your life, guard your family, the G-Way, guard your way or no way. Right? Thanking God for waking me out this cold dream. Now seeing life for what it is, far from what it seems. Drop me off in the jungle, ain't thinking I'm a beast. Survival mode and peace mode, the things you can't believe. I work my magic with my mind, I'm a different breed. I see the light at the end, at first I couldn't see. Now I got the eyes of a tiger, so I move proper. I let my wisdom through the bloodline, do the talking. And then them ancestors, they do they thing and get the walking. All on that ass, on their ass, cause it's rude following. And everything start about, and then it trickle down. Watch what you speak out that mouth, cause it gon' come around. And pillow talking about the next man, you is a clown. So make your next move, your best move. You playing around, you thought I came all this way, just go lay it down. You got me fucked up and bumped up, so move around now. LoveRuledSupreme at all times, forever. LoveRuledSupreme at all times. Remember to guard your mind. What's going on, guard your heart, guard your energy, guard your life, guard your family, the upgrade, G-Code. Gotta be willing to put that work in for certain. Make that shit happen, that's by any means purpose. Them haters gon' talk, they just standing in their purpose. Gossiping and telling them lies, it ain't worth it. Cut the shit and find you some business, stand in your purpose. Refuse to let you turn off my light and close my curtain. I took my shit, created my lane. It ain't no worries. Praying on me, waiting to fall. He ain't worthy. I play my game, making my move. Real strategically, passing, go collecting 200. They came real easily. Fake smiles ain't shaking no hand. I'm palms so greasy. Shit, the stage exposed all them hands. That was the scene with me. I shook it off, expanding my grind. Shit, now I'm taking off. I paid the cost. Play my hand proper so you can call me boss in every law. Came with a lesson, so now I'm thinking off. Showing off, doing the big one is universal laws and full of faith. Show some respect and do a self-check, and don't forget to get you some loyalty and some self-respect. God, universe, nature, and full of faith. I promise you. LoveRuledSupreme at all times. Remember to guard your mind, guard your heart, guard your energy, guard your life, guard your family. Yes, sir. Yes, man. You on a mission, man. Let's go. You know I'm on a mission, don't got no time for bitches. Been like that for quite some time, since I focus on my riches, on my mission, God business. So you know this shit real. Went from lacking back to stacking, now I'm back on the field. They try to trap me, QB sack me, but protection too real. I'm talking braided for the trophy, celebrate on the field. Now check the score, then check the stat. Why you did them like that? I had to do it after all the fucking swords in my back. They try to sneak me, steal my image, wipe your boy off the map. It's like a movie, but it's like when I sit and reflect, I don't get mad, I just get money. Leave them haters to pray. I hit the gas, they hit some more. Now go cry about the shit. I kept my cool for way too long. Now I'm turning this bitch. Expose your hand up so your face don't need to hide like a bitch. I always knew you had the hate since I was a legit. And be the ones who need suspect. Not be talking that shit. Now I know your head and motives from them dirty little tricks. I got the streets, I spent some books, my soul I talk with some shit. I'm thinking like the future bright. When I think about the shit, I take a puff to do my doc. You thinking God in this bitch, yeah. rule supreme forever. At all times. You feel me? But you know, I want to thank you for your time though. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. You feel me? And like I said, you know, we all got a story to tell though. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is my story. You feel me? This ain't his story no more. This ain't their story no more. You feel me? This is my shit. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where we at with it. The Genesis. God's plan. Straight from God's man himself. I'm just a messenger though. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm thankful and grateful that, you know, the message can, you know, resonate with you in your heart. You feel me? In your mind. You feel what I'm saying? In your soul. You feel me? And you know, this the upgrade. The come up. The great transformation. You feel me? In real time. You feel what I'm saying? I want you to witness, you know, the power of God, you know, and you know what God can do for you. You know what I'm saying? Just doing the right thing in life. You feel what I'm saying? And like I say, everything easier said than done. You feel me? But you know, once you get tired of going through all the, you know, the same old things in life, you know, you start to want, you know, to make a change for the better. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you know, you got, you know, kids like that coming, you know, coming up after you. You feel me? And I just want to set, you know, a better example. You know what I'm saying? For not just my kids, but for other kids out here in the world. You feel me? And other people who need, you know, to hear shit. To, you know, uplift them. You feel me? And like, you know, once you done step out of that victim mindset, you feel what I'm saying? That shit allows you to expand and grow. And, you know, you can elevate. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't stuck at that same level in life. You feel me? That you've been at for, you know, 10, 20, 30, 40 years, depending on how old you is. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, once you done free yourself from, you know, materialistic stuff, materialistic things, and, you know, go within yourself to, you know what I mean? Just, you know, it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know, it's about freeing yourself. You feel me? It's about freeing yourself. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, everything, you know, we all one. Once you not start to realize that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, take your time. Move at your own pace. Don't let nobody, you know, pressure you into making, you know, a fucked up decision that can, you know, put you in harm's way. Or, you know, put your family in harm's way. You feel me? And you know, Love Rule Supreme forever. Remember to guard your mind, guard your heart, guard your energy, guard your life, guard your family. Y'all have a divine day, a divine night, wherever you at in the world. And you know, keep your shit tight. Tell yourself you love yourself so you can genuinely tell somebody else that. God's plan, God's man. The Genesis. Fucking, and you know, man in the mirror. That's where we at with it next. You feel me? Man in the mirror. Food for thought. I'm just a messenger though. See you next time though. Till next time.